screaming his name, he haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
And just say, just talk shit about dude just because he talking shit about me.
Yeah. Because Keyshawn ain't doing nothing but getting better and better and better.
Tank Davis has responded to Keyshawn Davis's recent call-outs with a firm warning this exchange follows Keyshawn's second-round knockout victory over Gustavo Lamos, after which he challenged Gervonta by saying, "Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock," in response Gervonta leaked private messages, where Keyshawn inquired about signing with GTD Promotions, suggesting a prior interest in collaboration. The tension escalated on social media with both fighters, exchanging heated remarks, including Gervonta deactivating his S account amid. The feud Bob Arum says that he doesn't think Gervonta will like to fight Keyshawn, as Keyshawn is very, very strong, and most fighters hesitate to face him. Arum believes Keyshawn's skill and power make him a dangerous opponent, and many top fighters prefer to avoid such a tough challenge in the ring.
All right, Hans, Sherman Hill, Bob Arum, the legend. How you feeling today, man?
Good.
What are your thoughts on this, on Keyshawn Davis versus Dennis Baranchek? A lot of people think Keyshawn is going to kind of walk through him. How do you see the fight, man?
It's a tough fight. But, we look on Keyshawn as being a superstar. And so, as an upcoming superstar, he's got to do these fights. Got to win titles from really serious fighters.
Is it difficult for you to kind of navigate his career, only from the standpoint of, after this fight, he wants to, the other big fights. He wants like a Gervonta Davis. He wants a Lomachenko. Is it difficult to kind of navigate to those fights, or do you think that'll be relatively easy?
Well, again, it depends on who is available. I mean, I can't guarantee that Lomachenko will be available. I don't know if Lomachenko is going to fight anymore. The doctor is evaluating his back and so forth. As far as Tank Davis is concerned, that would be a great fight. But I don't know if Tank Davis is up to fighting a Keyshawn Davis. Remember, Keyshawn is very, very talented. And a lot of guys are really hesitant to fight him.
Keyshawn Davis has made it clear that he wants to test himself against the best in the division, and that includes none other than Gervonta Tank Davis. Calling out Tank, Keyshawn expressed his desire to compete with top-tier fighters, proving that he isn't just looking for easy matchups. He understands the level of challenge Tank presents, but rather than avoiding it, he embraces it. This call-out has sparked discussions in the boxing world, with fans and analysts wondering if Keane is ready to take on one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport today.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short ain't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And he know that. His coach Kenny, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So go fight from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
Despite wanting to fight him, Keyshawn has never hidden his admiration for Gervonta Davis. He acknowledges that Tank is the current face of boxing and respects his skills inside the ring. Khan appreciates Tank's ability to dominate his opponent and recognizes a unique power and precision that makes him one of the best in the game. This mutual respect adds an interesting layer to potential matchup. While Keyshawn wants to fight him, he also studies Tank's craft and understands what makes him such a threat to anyone who steps in the ring with him.
Tank said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank's skills? Because they just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank's skills? Nah, nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I'm just going because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, you can watch me fight. I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure just like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular as Tank.
Kermel Moton, a rising boxing talent, has spoken highly of Gervonta Davis, labeling him a killing machine. Moton sees Tank as one of the most dangerous fighters in the world, noting that he's already cracked the top 15 fighters. Globally, this statement highlights the level of threat Tank poses to any opponent, including Keyshawn Moton's words emphasize how respected and feared Tank is in the boxing community, reinforcing why a fight between him and Keyshawn would be a massive challenge for the young contender.
Tank Davis is 28. There is a young man that is being built to be the Tank Davis killing machine. I just need to know, number one, if you think it's reality and at one point will it happen. He just cracked the top 15 in the world. Kermel Moton did not take Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather beef personal until in June, our boy Tank decided to block him and not have him on his card. Kermel Moton will do whatever it takes to make sure he gets in the ring with Tank Davis. And he's 18 years old.
He's a featherweight.
He's already cracking top 15.
He's a featherweight.
Tank Davis is 27. Does Kermel need to run it up to 15-0? Can they look at him as being fast-tracked like Lomachenko? Can he get a David Morale? Can he be 10-0? Can he be a Marjamov? Can he face Tank at 12-0?
Clarissa Shields, a multi-division boxing champion, has expressed her interest in seeing Gervonta Davis fight Shakur Stevenson before taking on Keyshawn Davis. In her opinion, Shakur is the more established fighter at the moment, and a fight between him and Tank will be a major event in boxing. She believes that Keyshawn still has time to build his career before stepping in with Tank. This view aligns with many others in the boxing world who think Keen should wait before taking on such a dangerous opponent.
I want to fight real quick, man. Is that okay? Can I get your thoughts on Keyshawn's performance? No, I was saying, can I get your thoughts on Keyshawn's performance just now?
Keyshawn dog, man. That's the reason I came.
When you look at Keyshawn's fight just now, obviously he's getting a lot of traction with a Gervonta Davis fight. I know you love both of them, but which fight do you think is more? Which fight do you want to see more? Shakur versus Tank or Tank versus Keyshawn?
I want to see both of them, but I want to see Shakur versus Tank first. I think Shakur is 3-time division world champion, Olympic silver medalist. He's putting in more time in the game. Keyshawn, he's on his way up for sure, but I think right now, Shakur should get that fight. It's been in the making for so many years. Why keep over that? It really don't make sense.
What needs to happen for that fight to happen, James?
I don't know. The guys negotiating something. I mean, this is what happens between fights, right? You got a fighter, and you have an opponent, and they say they want to fight each other. So it's somebody that they don't want to fight. So who is it that they don't want to fight? So at the end of the day, if Tank want to fight against Shakur, Shakur want to fight Tank. The fight happens, that is in with Keyshawn and Tank.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. has praised Tank Davis for his incredible power and skill. He referred to Tank as a bad dude in the ring, emphasizing his ability to dismantle opponents with his explosiveness. Jones Jr. recognizes Tank's talent and sees him as one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport. His words add more weight to the argument that Keyshawn may be stepping into deep waters if he chooses to fight Tank.
Ones out there is what they don't know, gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to his mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the crew. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the crew, to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side. He can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
We're gonna have some music on that bit, ain't it?
Many analysts believe that a potential Keane versus John fight could resemble the recent bout between Frank Martin and Keyshawn. The style, speed, and skills involved make it a compelling comparison. He and himself see similarities between his mentality and Tank's. He believes that both he and Jant bring the same level of intensity, focus, and hunger to the sport. According to Kezin, their styles complement each other, which would make for an action-packed fight.
You answered to him saying that Tank is interested in me. He likes that style. Well, what did you mean by that?
I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes down to me and Gervonta fight, we just match energy, bro. At the end of the day, we two real aggressive fighters. We two fighters that get in the ring, and we two fighters that just don't give a fuck. We go in there and we fight. We don't box. We fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what I was referring to. Our styles, our mentalities match up. You know what I'm saying? Our mentalities match up. We definitely got two different styles, but we got the same mentality at the end of the day. And I feel like two fighters that just don't. That's come on now. It's gonna be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I was trying to say.
He did say, you see how I called him a bitch and he didn't mention nothing. You know that he don't like when you call him a bitch. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
What's your reaction to that?
I don't really have a reaction, but I did DM that little nigga. I DM'd him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he know how I'm coming. Like, I don't really, bro. Tank, bro. We all know each other at the end of the day. Like, we've been know each other for over 10 years, bro. So I'm not gonna get up here and be like, and just say, just talk shit about dude just because he talking shit about me. If he, like, at the end of the day, I don't gotta match that energy, nigga. Like, either you gonna send me a contract or you not. Either we gonna fight or we not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not tripping if we don't. I'm not tripping if we do. If we do, let's fight. If we don't, we don't. Like, I feel like a lot of the shit he's saying is definitely irrelevant. At the end of the day, he got the power to, make these fights happen. At the end of the day, he the one that got the power to make these fights happen. But he the one that's just, calling people out their names, and he's saying a whole bunch of irrelevant shit. At the end of the day, the fans want to hear him say, yo, I'm gonna fight this person. And he's not saying that. So, I mean, who's the...
Recently dismissed claims that Gervonta Tank Davis would easily beat Kezin Davis, calling it cap. He believes Kezin has a diverse skill set and a strong support system, including Shakur Stevenson, which gives him a major advantage. Because he argued that Tank relies on one particular style that doesn't change, while Kezin and his team have multiple strategies to adjust mid-fight. He even suggested that Kezin could stop Gervonta as Tank's approach can only take him so far before he faces the right person. BAC firmly believes Kezin has the tools to dominate and eventually stop Jant in a fight.
I know what they're capable of. I know you've said on several occasions that you think Keyshawn beats Gervonta pretty easily. But okay, now I'm always gonna push back no matter what. Like, it's if you want to favor Keyshawn, cool, no problem. But beating a guy like Tank, who is universally known as a top 10 pound for pound level guy, like, why do you think it'll be so easily when he's such a great fighter?
Because he just got that one style that he doesn't change. And Keyshawn got a whole toolbox behind him and Shakur. So whatever Gervonta may come to the table with, those two guys can go back in the toolbox. If that tool don't work, let's go with another different tool. If that tool don't work, let's go get the other tool. I promise you, man.
Would Keyshawn stop Gervonta, you think? Or you think Gervonta is pretty tough?
I think Keyshawn will stop him in the late because of Gervonta's style of fighting that he does. And it can only carry him so far until you run into the right person.
Crawford, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, has voiced his doubts about Tank's ability to land his signature power punches on Kezin. Crawford believes Kezin is an extremely sharp and intelligent fighter who wouldn't allow Tank to hit him the way he does with other opponents. Our differences.
I'm telling you, as a fighter,
yeah,
I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn either.
Oh, you don't think Key either? Even right now, I feel like it's a little Key nice though, but it might be a little early for Key right now.
Listen, Tank get hits a lot. Tank, in my eyes, Tank is always losing until he's not.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
If you watch those fights.
Well, at least in the early rounds. Middle rounds, he start coming up, but I see what you're saying. Them early rounds, yeah.
Let Keyshawn start hitting them like everybody else hitting them. Let him start hitting them with everybody else, like everybody else hitting them.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna clean them. He punches too sharp. Like Keyshawn is a sharp puncher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why when you see every time Keyshawn hits somebody with a clean shot, it's like boom.
Yeah, they
It's like what the fuck?
Bomac said he got that you thing about him. That's what Bomac told me the other day. He was like, they just both mean. They both got this mean.
He mean, but like give him too much, you know what I mean, time to grow. It's gonna be hell. If anything, he better catch him now.
Yeah.
Because Keyshawn ain't doing nothing but getting better and better and better.
Davis has been notably quiet on the topic of facing Gervonta Tank Davis, and many believe the silence is intense. It is speculated that Shakur Stevenson and his team advised Kezin to refrain from mentioning Tank, because that challenge belongs to Shakur first. As per Terran Bud Crawford's words, Big Bro goes first, and Lil Bro indicating that Shakur takes priority in fighting Tank before Kezin, despite Keyshawn's rising status in. The 135B division fans are eager for a matchup between him and Tank. However, it seems he has been instructed to wait his turn and focus on other opportunities for now.
The smear campaign on Keyshawn Davis is in, and it's absolutely musty.
Musty energy.
That's right. As you know, Keyshawn Davis went ahead and defeated Dennis Barancek for his first title. I believe it was the WBO title. I could be mistaken. He's a champion now at 135 pounds. You got Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Now you got Keyshawn Davis. And Keyshawn Davis is coming off an amazing performance against Lemos. That's right. Where Lemos came in, 30, 40 pounds overweight?
Musty energy.
Musty. At the highest level. And now Keyshawn Davis has been silenced. That's right. They silenced. I believe that Shakur Stevenson and that team and that camp told Keyshawn Davis, don't bring up Gervonta Tank Davis because that is my smoke. That is Shakur Stevenson's smoke. And as you know, Terrence Bud Crawford said, Big Bro goes first, then Little Bro. Big Bro is Shakur Stevenson, then Little Bro Keyshawn Davis. So Keyshawn Davis, out of respect for Shakur, he did not big up Gervonta Tank Davis. And right now, the public, the general consumer, the casuals want that squabble. That's right. We want Tank versus Keyshawn Davis is looking big for 135. Tank, as you know, is a small dude, small guy at 135 pounds. I think Tank should move up to 147, but that's neither here nor there. We know y'all scared.
The day of the Geechee is over.
We know y'all don't want none of that smoke. We know y'all don't want it on problems. But yeah, Keyshawn Davis, for one, has been silenced. They told that man, you need to wait in line and wait your turn. Go ahead and unify when Vasily the Machine Lomachenko retires or vacates that belt. Then you're going to have Murataya versus, who's Abulov? I don't know that brother's name.
Keyshawn Davis has recently become a world champion, marking a significant milestone in his career. However, despite his success, many fans and analysts are hesitant about him jumping straight into a fight with Gervonta Davis. They argue that he should gain more experience against other top contenders before taking on someone as dangerous as Tank. After securing his first world title, Keyshawn Davis has left fans and boxing experts. Highly impressive performance, showcases elite skill set, speed, and ring IQ. Many believe that he has a potential to be a generational talent, and a future boxing superstar. British boxer Conor Ben has made a bold prediction. He believes Kezin Davis will be the next great fighter and has what it takes to defeat John Davis. Ben sees keen speed, sharpness, and technical ability as major advantages in potential fight with Tank. I didn't watch it, but I saw it was an early knockout. You know, you come out shot. And put the man to sleep, you know. So you know he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter. He's calling for Tank. Now he beats Tank, yeah? You think so? Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe he'd give him a good-ass spanking. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.
Didn't watch it, but I saw it was an early knockout. You know, he come out sharp and put the man to sleep. You know, so you know, he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now,
He beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe he's going to give him a good ass spanking.